Hey everyone, welcome to Jinxie the Blue Staffy's channel. Something a little bit different today. I wanted to explain to you guys a little something that's been going on this year, because 2023 has been pretty tough, and there's been something going on in the background that's been pretty difficult, and it's affected my whole family. So I was just going to share a bit of information with you. I've set up a GoFundMe page, and I'm just going to basically relay some information that I put on there, and you're welcome to go visit it and see what you think. But hopefully, as you know, I'm James, father to Jinx, the Blue Staffy, and yes, I'm a husband and a father, as you'll know. I'm the type of person who will always strive to do the right thing, be a good person, and help others. I always try to see the best in people, and treat everyone as I wish to be treated, as does my family. As I said, 2023 has been a really difficult year for me and my family. I'll only explain, however, the reasons that I've set up the GoFundMe page. In May this year, I made a difficult decision to sell my prized possession, which was a Rolex watch that I purchased a number of years ago in a different life, when money was easier, and children and everything else was not a thing. I sold a lot of luxury items when we found out we were pregnant, and that was the last thing I held on to because I wanted to. But then I realised that, there's more important things in life, and although it's a good investment to hang on to, it was time to let it go. So I did what I've always done: advertised it on Facebook with everything else that I've sold, and successfully done so. And it's helped pay for everything we've needed for our son, which has been great. With this being advertised on Facebook, I did it for several reasons. I wanted to be able to put money into savings, because a couple of years ago I got made redundant, and I had some money, which was great, and it was good to have as a fallback. When I thankfully found a new role, there was enough money left over to keep in case anything was ever needed, which was great when we found out we were pregnant as well. Now there's nothing left, and I want to replenish that, and hence why I decided to sell this. I wanted to provide for my son in the future and prepare for it, and that was one of the main reasons to have savings, as well as putting additional money into premium bonds for him. He has a small amount now from Christmas and birthday gifts, but I wanted to, fill that out a lot more. As I say, I advertised it on Facebook Marketplace, and I did struggle to get interest initially, but I did get a few people messaging, wanting to offer stupid prices, swap it for a car, that kind of thing. And eventually someone got in contact with me who wanted to come over as soon as possible to visit it and to view it. They came over on an evening in May, this individual and their partner, and they seemed nice enough, kind enough. They're both wearing real Rolexes as well, so I did have some confidence in that. I was put at some ease, you could say, although still cautious. The male agreed that he wished to purchase the watch, and we agreed a price, and he did a bank transfer in front of me using a well-known bank. I saw the app be transferred funds, and I got a reference number for it as well, which I made a note of. It didn't appear right away, the money. We did Google it, and I was made aware that at that time of night, because it was around 8 o'clock UK time, that it can take till the next working day. I wasn't comfortable with the thought of that being gospel, but the two individuals had somewhat of an accent that hinted at a certain type of community that they were part of, and due to this, I was wary, and I thought that my family may be at risk of safety or potential repercussions towards my family in the future. So begrudgingly, and in good faith, I allowed them to leave with the watch on the pretense that the money would clear the next day. If there was any issues, I would follow up. Sadly, it did not clear, and I did make further contact with the male, who assured me he would rectify it at the bank. Shortly after this, very, very shortly after this, the responses stopped. Nothing ever appeared. I then straight away followed up by contacting the police. I registered the crime as a stolen item through fraud, and they believed, from me telling them that, it was a sophisticated fake banking app that you can do through Android. And the balance transfer that I saw successfully happen was just digital. The bank company was a legitimate bank company, so it's made me feel safe that there was potential chance that this was real. However, it wasn't. The police moved on this immediately, and I provided them with all the details I had, including the Facebook profile, still images and videos from our Ring doorbell camera. Following this, I contacted the home insurance. I put in a claim, confirming the details and the crime reference number. I had purchased all the options available to me through our house insurance to ensure I was covered in all outcomes, that in case something happened. It took 6 months of hell to get to the point we are now at the time of making this video. After meetings, emails, interviews and final responses from the insurance company that alas stated they would not be paying out due to a final very small clause in the terms and conditions stating it was stolen through deception, which is therefore not covered. Complaints were made and took months to get an outcome, the outcome being the same with no real resolve whatsoever. I finally contacted the Financial Ombudsman in the UK. I got them involved, and sadly, today, at the date of recording this video, they have come back with their response, confirming that they will not take any further action, as the no deception exclusion that applies is apparently justified from the insurance company. This doesn't take into account that the company did not respond in the allotted 8 weeks that they had to do so. It doesn't take into account my formal response regarding the claim, which also included how mine and my family's mental health had been severely impacted by this horrible incident. So now, 6 months later, I'm left with no watch, no money, and no way to save or provide for my son's future. As my mental health and my family's has been severely damaged by this, I no longer wish to try and sell anything else, even though I don't really have anything left of real value. Although I've been assured I need not worry, I do still worry that they still know where we live. The safety of my family is paramount, and I have let them down with this, something that I can't get over. Ideally, I would seek therapy for assistance with this. In the UK, it's not provided through healthcare, so it would be at a cost which sadly I can no longer afford. My house is now covered in security cameras and alarms after this, all of which I couldn't afford to pay for and is on credit. It's a nightmare year that I thankfully am glad is nearly at an end. So with my last ounce of effort, I've put together a GoFundMe page in the hope that kind anonymous souls will donate and help not only restore the money lost for my son's future, but also restore my trust and hope in humanity. Thanks for listening to me and listening to this video, watching this video. I hope that it explains a little bit about what's been going on and what I've done for anyone who can afford to, but please remember I say can. I don't want anyone who can't, but anyone who really can spare money to help build this pot up and help. There is a link in the description for our GoFundMe page. And as a last note, I will say, as an affirmation to my character, any donations that are made, there is a caveat to it, which is if the watch is ever found by the police and returned, it will be sold right away to a watch dealer, because I will not want to own the watch after what it's gone through and what I've gone through. And if that's the case, I will be paying back any charitable donations that are made to us through GoFundMe. Thank you again for watching the video, and I look forward to sharing much more positive stuff for you in the future. It will all be back to our beautiful blue Staffy, but for now, here's a bit of information about what has been going on in 2023. So thank you, and please stay tuned and like and follow, and we will see you very soon.